on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Watching that running. Back down,
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go.
To throw on second down, Willis. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Willis. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first down. Willis throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake. Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Cross. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there.
Over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there at 22.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a second down throw for Winston. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Winston. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On second down, Winston again. And this one's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Winston. Shoves him away. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
To the air again with Winston. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now Winston. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Throwing again. Willis. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, that's Gilbert. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
A give to Bell. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Operating from the gun, Willis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And a give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down following the run.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Ready? Blue ready.
To throw is Winston. Looking deep downfield. It got his man complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And some space here.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Ready? Blue way. Flip.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball but incomplete. The second down throw for Winston. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Wait. Ready? Wait. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 98 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk, and boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing, Winston. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Ready. You ready. Single, single. Easy, 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 easy. Easy, easy, easy.
Working out of the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Ringo. Ready.
Now Winston. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and goal to go now. They'll try again with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They run the counter now on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On third down, Willis. Throw left side complete. That's Cross. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Bucs on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Let's go now. Move away.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Willis. White's got a 1st down and more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw. Willis. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got some space here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Gilbert. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the 1st down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos.